Hello everybody, Dead Man's Macaroni here. Get your macaroni ready because this is part 5 of Skyrim. In the last episode, we were, I believe, clearing out Bleak barrow. Looks like it. And in this episode, we'll probably just be doing more of the same, clearing out, finishing up Bleak Barrow and heading back to Whiterun. At least getting shouts would be my goal for the end of this episode, but we'll see. Try to do a little bit more than that. I don't know, I was kind of thinking maybe I'll do a little bit longer episodes, like maybe closer to an hour, but I'm debating. Especially if I'm not able to cut stuff, or if I just don't want to cut stuff, because that way there's actually going to be a little bit more progression in each episode. I don't know, that or I'll just keep it the way it is. Kind of undecided on that yet. So we're in the PS3 version. I remember the skeevers would always attack you at the top of the stairs. And it seems like ever since I got the PS4 version, they just don't. I don't know if anybody else remembers, like, can confirm that, but, or if that's just my experience.
Is someone coming? Is that you?
Oh, someone's coming for sure. But not to help you, buddy. Sorry. That probably sounded terrible to me. You could try to kind of consider that a little bit more. Poison. I don't think I have anything to cure poison. If I do, I'd be surprised. Honestly, I don't usually carry a lot of those cure poison potions because they're just not that useful after a while. Really, they're not that useful in general. Because poison is, I think I have had it kill me, but in general, it's probably not going to.
Help me out of here.
For the most part. As long as you're being careful, paying attention to your health bar, you'll be fine. You can always just heal yourself before it actually kills you, or whatever.
Help me! Help!
Dude, shut up.
It's coming loose. I can feel it.
Don't even bother talking to this guy because he just tries to run away, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Yeah, he does. He does definitely try to run away. He'll try to work out a deal with you and then he just runs. If you didn't know, which you probably did. I would honestly be curious to know if anybody doesn't know that yet, like the basics of Skyrim, just because it's such a popular game. Like, surely, I don't know, if you're on the internet, you've probably seen at least some clips or whatever of the game. Surely, even if you're not into games, you've probably seen some clips. Honestly, I mean, it is a really good game, but I don't understand what makes this one so much more popular than Fallout. I've always been more of a Fallout person. Which I definitely will be doing Fallout 4 at some point on the channel, just not until we get, like, at least a little bit further in this. Hang on, what kind of armor am I rocking? I don't remember. I'm rocking steel armor, that's right. So yeah, we definitely don't want that. Okay. Let's see. Ingot. If we could get an orcish hammer, that'd be awesome. Honestly, I thought orcish stuff was a lot better, like, before, like when I was on the PS3 version, which I never really got super far in that. But I've kind of realized since I've gone to the PS4 version, started playing the game a little bit more, it's really not. It goes like a lot farther beyond that. But it would be useful early on. I would say orcish stuff is probably like the best tier that you can get, like without it being like a unique weapon or something. At least I believe that's how it works. Only like certain things don't spawn until like a certain level. Correct me if I'm wrong. Man, running out of stamina here. Could always just use my potions. Tend to forget about that sometimes. Which is good, because then I end up stacking up a bunch of potions and then I have them when I really need them. Crap. We don't want that. Well, I'll just take it because I can probably sell it. Actually, let's do this level up here. Do I have some sort of a disease or something? I don't know where my health is. Like that. We probably want more health. Well, actually no, let's get a little bit more stamina. I guess my health was just red because I had lost health. I thought I was only red if it was like you were getting like debuffed or something from like a disease or whatever. Let's see. We already put a few points into two-handed. Or a few into heavy armor. I've kind of been thinking about trying to go into smithing, just to see like what that's like, because I've never actually gone down the smithing tree. I've messed around in alchemy a little bit, like I was saying in the other episode, but I haven't, at least I'm pretty sure I did, but I haven't ever messed with smithing really. You know what? Screw it, let's do it. Let's get smithing. Why not? Maybe I'll do smithing instead of enchanting. And that's also part of going down smithing though, is that I can actually do both if I go into smithing, because I can get the skill that allows me to improve enchanted items. Which is part of why I'm trying to get it on my other character that I'm doing right now. I've literally just been smithing like jewelry, random pieces of armor that I pick up, daggers, whatever I can get, just to get the skill high enough. Because it's like, has to be like 60 to get the skill. Hopefully it's still recording. I just had my arm just like ripped the one end of the cord out of my mic, or out of my headset. So I don't know if that messed up the recording. I really hope not. But I'm just gonna keep going and hope that it didn't. Because I didn't get any notification on the screen or anything. I missed if it it did, but if it didn't, then great. Either way, it's not like this is super important because we're just running through Bleak Falls Barrow, and like I was kind of saying before, who hasn't seen at least the basic, like, the first quest of Skyrim, you know, Bleak Falls Barrow. Get out, you go to Whiterun, or you go to Riverwood, you go to Whiterun, go back to Bleak Falls Barrow. Which a lot of the time I'll actually just go straight from Riverwood to Bleak Falls Barrow before I go to Whiterun at all, but I just didn't do it this time because I wasn't really planning on coming back here so soon. But I don't know, I just kind of realized that it's smarter to actually get the shouts before you get too far in the game. I didn't really think that they were that important, but they are actually kind of useful. I imagine they'll be particularly useful on this character where we won't be using like any kind of magic. I'm going to try to restrict myself from using restoration as well, like I've said. Just because I literally do that every character, I feel like. Also, I came here, like, on level, like, oh, I gotta clear my throat. On level, like, 30 on my character that I'm playing solo, and there was a frost troll down there instead of a drugger. So I thought that was kind of a cool little detail that they actually changed the enemy, or scaled the enemy up to my level. It's really weird. But anyway, that was kind of a cool little detail. Because I just, for whatever reason, I decided to just keep exploring, keep doing side quests. And before I know it, I'm level 30. I don't even have shouts. So I finally went and did that quest. And that's kind of part of why I decided, well, you know what, let's not do that on this character, let's actually get shouts and, you know, utilize them before I'm that far into the game. I'm going to try to go into smithing. I should for sure be picking up like daggers and light stuff that I can carry a lot of so I can try to improve it. Or not even that, just so that I can get my smithing up and actually get the smithing skills and whatnot. I'm kind of curious as to what I can get in that skill tree. I don't know, for some reason I just like to look into the less used skill trees in this game. Make it interesting, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I'm sure people use smithing because it is pretty good. Makes your weapon better. Also, sorry if I was just breathing into the mic a lot. I feel like I probably was because it was like level with my nose. So sorry about that if I was, but nothing I can do about that. I just lowered my mic, so hopefully that helped. I mean, I gotta breathe, you know, what can I say? Bleak Falls Sanctum. Not a whole lot going on here. If I was a mage, I'd be using that fire so much right now. I honestly feel like mages are my favorite characters, probably. I feel like a lot of people say that, but Genuinely they are. I just wanted to do this because it's probably the character that I've done the least of. Would be two-handed. I'm gonna go ahead and use a potion just so that we don't die. Also, I'm just gonna use this because it's garbage. Just get rid of it. There's no reason to have potions like that are literally, you know, do like 1 point of, you know, poison damage. Like, oh dude, that's really useful. That's kind of why I like alchemy. You can actually craft potions that are useful instead of just going off of what they give you, which especially early on is poison wise is going to be a bunch of junk. I mean, frostbite poison is alright, but that's about it, and even that's really not that good. Alright. I'm pretty sure this is just, you rotate it twice on each one. If you don't know, to get the code, you just go into your inventory, go down to misc, and the claw will be in that, and then you just pull it up on the screen, and it'll be on the claw. But if I'm not mistaken, this should be it. If you just press all 3 of them twice. You may want to stand off to the side, because if it's wrong, then it'll shoot some arrows at you or something. Booby trap. Which of course it is, right? Man, I really hope it's still recording my audio. I hope it's still recording in general. I ripped that thing out of the headset. I'll definitely probably just finish up this quest and go to Whiterun. Turn that in just because I know for sure if it is recording, so I don't want to go too far. Like I was saying earlier, maybe they're starting to do hour-long episodes, so we'll probably wait until the next one at the very least, just because. Ancient Nord Greatsword of Cold. Well, I'm definitely going to take this so that I can disenchant it, but I'm not going to use it because I kind of want to stick with hammers. Just because I like to stick with one of the 3 different types of weapons. Could have swore I just learned oak flesh. Maybe it was something else. It might have been candlelight or something. Alright. Anyways, onward. Onward and outward. Thankfully. Get back out into the open world. Which I definitely prefer to some, you know, cave or dungeon or whatever. Although a dungeon is probably going to be a little bit more, shall we say, eventful. Not that there's nothing happening in the overworld, it's just, you know, you might get attacked by some wolves or random wildlife for the most part. It's not going to be anything major. Or at least in the early levels. Unless you really go out your way, like to go and fight some giants or something, which I'm definitely not going to be doing. At least not early on. Also, there's a potion lying out here for some reason, if you didn't notice. There's all sorts of stuff in this game. Like, if you look in all of the little, like, nooks and crannies of the game, there's, like, potions or little coin purses or whatever just lying around in just the stupidest places, and it's just almost like a reward for looking there. But it's like, why? Why put this here? Anyways, let's actually go back to Riverwood first, because we can get a reward for the Golden Claw. And then we'll head to Whiterun. And probably at least, you know, go and fight the dragon and finish up this quest. Which, if you didn't know, yes, that's how the quest ends.
God
But,
might
you know.
get nervous. A man approaches with his weapons drawn.
I really don't feel the need to say that, like I said, because this is Skyrim. Everybody knows this quest, at least.
The Riverwood,
Alright.
my sister Camilla, trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
What do you got for me? Wait. Oh, apparently I
yeah,
didn't even get the quest from him
An
yet.
ornament.
I was gonna say, I
I'm gonna
usually
put
clear this
back
guy
where
out,
it belongs.
so I'm
I'll
surprised.
never forget this.
Well, apparently
You've
I
done
did.
a great thing
because
for
he's
me
missing
and
some
my
potions
sister.
over
Maybe you're looking for something particular.
there. Well, yeah,
Thank
let's see what he has.
you and me.
At the very
Trinkets,
least,
odds and
because he may
ends,
have something
that sort of thing.
for us. It's possible. No, he definitely doesn't. Just more of what we already have, for the most part. However, we can go ahead and sell what we've got to him, our excess garbage. Although actually I think I'm going to hang on to this stuff because I can, at the very least I can make it better. I can smith it before I sell it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to hold on to the vast majority of this stuff. We can sell them our amethysts though, garnets, stuff like that, if we have any pelts. Alright,
All right. then.
onward. Don't you be copying my commentary. Anyways. What am I doing walking? We can just fast travel to Whiterun. That's what I love about Whiterun, is that we can, not only can we fast travel to Whiterun, we can literally fast travel to the keep, right up to Dragon's Reach, which is really convenient. I like how they did that. Which I guess their logic is that Whiterun is a big city, but
God
I
might
don't really
get
get their
nervous.
logic
A
because
man
I feel like
approaches with his
Solitude
weapons
is bigger. And yet, well, yeah, I think you can fast travel to the Blue Palace in Solitude, if I'm not mistaken.
Best offense is a good defense, am I right?
So maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. Let's go turn this in.
You see? The terminology is clearly
hold on.
First
First
Era or
things
even
first.
earlier. I'm
Let's
convinced this is a
disenchant what we
copy
gotta
of a much
disenchant.
older text.
Make whatever potions we can
Perhaps
make.
date after the Dragon War.
Go ahead and
If so,
get
I
those
could use this
enchantments,
to
even though they're
cross-reference
not
the
really
names
that
with other
useful
later
for us.
texts.
Good.
I'm gonna
I'm
hold
glad
off
you're making progress.
because
My employers are
said.
anxious to have some tangible answers.
I want to smith.
Oh, have no fear. The Jarl himself has finally taken an
Although
interest.
the
So I'm now able to
the
devote
hammer that
most
we're
of my time to
using,
this research.
Time
we
is
could maybe
running
put
far,
like
guard,
frost
don't
damage
forget.
on or something.
This isn't some theoretical question. Dragons have
let's
come
see.
back.
Yes,
How
don't
could
worry.
we make it?
Although the chance to see a living dragon up close would be tremendously valuable. Now, let me show you something else I found.
You know what?
Very
No.
intriguing.
I'm gonna smith
think
it
your
because I already
employers
put
may
the
be
point into
interested as
that.
well.
So I think
You
that'd
have a
be
visitor.
better.
Hmm?
Especially since the
yes,
point was
the
four
Jarl's
steel weapons.
protege. Back from Bleak Falls
Oh.
Barrow.
And then first things
You did-
first on alchemy, let's go ahead and learn the stats of what we gotta learn the stats of. Which that's actually a skill in alchemy, is that you can learn the first two stats instead of just one from reading it. rather than having to... I believe how you learn the third stat is, or the second stat is by crafting, using it in a potion with 3 ingredients, but I could be mistaken. That's what it seems like to me, but I never really understood how that works, because it seems like that's how it works sometimes, but then other times it doesn't
Dragon
work.
Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl
It
sends
could just
my
be
way.
from using it in general in alchemy. What about my
You'll have to
reward
see the
committee?
Jarl about that. Maybe his steward Avenici. I'm sure. My
So what you're
so
saying
your information
is
was correct
that's
after
not
all.
really your
And we
your
have our
job
friend here
pay
to
me.
thank for
Gotcha.
recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that?
Could have swore the Jarl. Yeah, the Jarl's up here. Guess I'm just a little bit ahead of time.
Dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
All right.
A dragon. How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it.
Oh, we can stop it.
Let's
trust
go.
me. Dragons are a lot less ferocious than they sound in this game. I mean, they're definitely no joke, but they're not like, at least the one that we're gonna be fighting is not that hard.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower.
I'm sure that they're harder
Yes, my
later
lord.
on,
Tell him what
but
you
this
told
one
me
is definitely
about
not.
the dragon.
Also, let's go ahead and mark our
that's
map
right.
with
We
the
saw it
different
coming from the
forts
south.
because
It was fast.
different
Faster than
forts,
anything
different
I've ever
cities,
seen.
because
What did it do? Is it
feel like
attacking
it's
the
helpful.
Watchtower?
No, my
fill
lord.
it in with the different
It was
forts.
just circling overhead when I left.
That way,
I never ran so fast in my life.
we've got some
I thought
different
you'd
markers
come
on
after
our
me for
map.
sure.
Good work, son.
Like I
We'll
said, I
take it
think
from
I'm going to
here.
join the
Head down
Imperials
to the
this time.
barracks for some food and
I'm
rest.
still undecided on
Verdict.
that because
Irileth, you'd better
it's
gather
either
some
going to be
guardsmen
the
and get down
Imperials
there.
or I'm just going to wipe them all
I've
out.
already ordered my
I'm
men
just going to
to
go to
muster in
different
the
forts
main
and
gate.
just wage war on
Good.
both sides and
Don't
not
fail
really
me.
pick a side, which is what I usually do.
There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I want you to go with Irileth and help her
Don't you be
fight this
telling me what to
dragon.
do, Jarl.
You
You're the
survived
boss of the
Helgen,
city, not boss
so
of me.
you have more experience with dragons than
I'm
anyone
not a
else
resident
here.
of the city.
But I haven't forgotten the service you did
At
for
least
me
not
in
yet.
retrieving the
Not until I buy a
dragon
house
stone
here.
for Farengar.
Even
As
then,
a token of my
you
esteem,
can't tell me what to do.
I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this
Well,
gift
you
from my
probably can't,
personal
actually.
armory.
You've got a small army behind you.
I should come along. I would
I've
very
got
much like to see this
Me,
dragon.
myself, and I. So
No,
I
can't
think we're
afford
going
to
to
risk
lose in a
both of
war
you.
with Jarl
I
Bargrith.
need you here working
Just-
on ways to
just a
defend
guess.
the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth.
Alright.
This isn't a death or glory.
Let's head out ahead of
I
time.
know what we're doing.
I believe you have to wait for her to get there, but I could be wrong actually. If we get to the tower before she does, I'm not sure what happens because I haven't done it in a long time. Usually I just follow
luck.
her,
I hope you get there in time.
but we'll run ahead this time just to see.
The gods in Dragonreach say you've aided the Jarl. On behalf of Whiterun, thank you.
I don't know if I did this quest here for Carlotta.
Life's hard.
Someone
Really? You
Oh,
convinced
yeah, I
that
already
loot player to stop chasing?
Did, okay.
I thank
well,
the
we can pick up
gods,
the
but I'll
gold
settle
that
for
then.
thanking you. Here's some coin for your help.
I kind of thought it was something like I had done it and I just didn't turn it in, but I couldn't remember. I kind of felt like maybe that was on my other character, so I didn't want to say anything. That's the little company that's going to be helping us, but I'm just going to head out because we don't got time to sit here and wait for Irileth. Dwarven spear lacks in strength, it makes up in speed and mobility. I don't know about that, those things are pretty tough. Pretty much anything in the Dwarven Ruins was gonna hit, it's gonna hit you pretty hard. You know, they're definitely not. They're not weak enemies, that's for sure. But the Dwarven ruins tend to be pretty packed with decent loot, so I would say it's worth your while to go through it if you come across one, for sure. Actually, it's probably a good way of getting decent loot early on. We may want to go and look into one of those. But maybe I'll look into ones that we can do early on, but no promises. I'm realistically probably not going to do that, so. Man, I really hope this audio is recording. Like I said, it didn't pop up that the clip had stopped recording or anything, so we should be good.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Rocky
You
and
tell me
Thor
to
just
get
got
back
trapped
after
when
I'm
they tried
already
to make a
halfway
run
up the
for it.
tower. That's real helpful. I was gonna go to the top, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing up there.
Here he comes again.
In fact, I know there's nothing up there because I was just doing this quest earlier today on my other character. And I went up there because I'm an archer, so I should be stealthy character. Anyway, as an archer, I felt like that would be a good vantage point. It was alright. Honestly, I feel like you're better off just staying on the ground, even if you are an archer. Cover mark. Go ahead and just level up the heal. Just because. Let's see. I mean, yeah, I guess we can just go into two-handed a little bit more. That's probably going to be the most practical thing. That's the only thing that's going to suck about this. Don't really have a ranged option. I could go just start using it as well. I might do that, but I don't know. I don't really want to. It's like I said, I'm doing archer already. I kind of want to just keep it strictly. I did have one other character where I tried to do one-handed, but even on that character I was doing like restoration magic as well. I mean that's about it, but yeah, it definitely wasn't like a solely a solely two-handed character, so
Look at that.
that's the goal here.
Everybody, get back!
I thought that it already happened and I just didn't really notice it. Nope. I was mistaken. Crap, we gotta get this healed. Alright. Wait, do I not have to? Oh, I thought I had to learn it. Alright. Well, now we got shouts. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop this.
I can't believe it.
Dude.
You're in the
Yeah,
very
I'm
oldest
Dragonborn,
tales,
get over it.
back from when there was still
Yeah,
dragons.
anyways, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, what am I talking about? I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here, and again, what am I talking about? Yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching.